Hello, friends and fellow booksellers. All right, I think today we're going to start off with the castle ruins. I can't recall what I was going to. I ended with my thoughts, but I think this is it. As I don't really have much in the way of drama, so this would be good because I can give my scary recommendations and also deal with the drama issue. We have new things. What do we have here? Oh, right, I've got my winter setup here. Well, we got to change that. Okay. Let's go and put in a preset of the castle, load that up, and then let's go in and see what we have in here. Okay, we got good bookshelves. Crime, drama. Okay, we don't want drama. That's the one thing we're not wanting. So maybe let's look at drama. And we actually want to reduce the amount of drama. How do you do that? How do you just get rid of a thing? Do you have to overwrite it with something else? All items. Yeah, I think this is my issue with. I think this is my hugest issue with this game is like the difficulty of knowing what a thing. Like it tells me it does a thing there, and that's great. I guess it means it's only those things up, but some of them have weird effects. So it would be nice to know more information about it. Okay, so let's say I want. So we got crime, drama, facts, fantasy. I want kids' books. I think they needed to be up. Let's go with that. Kids. And then we'll look, I guess, for ones that... because we're trying to sell spooky, right? So maybe we'll go with it. This is the thing now. I don't know what I'm replacing, really. So then I'd have to go and find that thing, which is like... This is kind of bafflingly silly, right? This is also spooky. What is that going to get? I don't know what that's going to change. Okay, well, it didn't do enough. So I find the buffs cool and I like it, but I do find... See, now I got to put in this thing here. I mean, where am I going to put this? I don't have room for this. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the dog bed. But I don't even know what the dog bed did. And then this Holly, I want my recommendations up. So let's find a thing. Okay, there we go. I don't think I had anything on that other side. So the hanging stuff seemed really lucrative because I don't think I had a ton of it. Did it do anything? I don't think so. But I would like drama to be down. I don't want drama. I was thinking about that last time. Like this, I think, is my fourth, maybe fifth sit down with the game. And each time I walk away and I think a lot about like, why is this taking so long? And I think being able to manage this more effectively would be massive. This is pretty good. And it gets us, I think, part of the way there. Let's save this so we also don't overwrite it. But I don't, you see, if I don't remember offhand what something does, like if I don't know what this does, give me information on the screen. Tell me what this thing does. Inspect. Okay, so what does that do? Oh my god, it does do that. See, but then it doesn't if you're in this screen. If I go like this, oh my god, it does. Well, why doesn't it not tell me it's going to do that? Nowhere does it tell me that if I hit the menu button, it's going to pull up information about it. Did it tell me this at some point? I don't know, but maybe continue telling me this. Jesus. All right, so there we go. You can do that. Well, I rescind my complaint. Maybe just make it easier to know this information. Well, that's good. That's great. Perfect. Okay. Well, man, that would have saved me, like, I feel like hours at this point. See, like this one, -1 effect, right? Like, I want to know that. I don't just, like, when I look at the mouse over, it tells me what positive effects I guess it's doing. It's so vague as to be useless to me, though. And book. What is that? It is a book. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 15% to animal effects. See now, like, what is my animal doing? I don't know. So that, I don't want a cat out here because that gives me +4 to drama. So when I'm at the other location, that I want that very much. +2 to crime sales chance. See, I kind of want this thing because that's what I'm trying to do, is to sell crime. Oh, I have limited locations for this. So what I should have done before I did that is inspected what the other thing was. So can I do that? Can I like do I wanted to put this where the cauldron is. Cauldron. It does allow me to inspect the cauldron before I place. Okay. Okay, that's good, and then I can cancel. That's really good. I like that feature. That's fantastic. Okay, drama is still, like, up. I would really... Crime is way up, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to sell scary stuff, are we not? So maybe I'll be happy with this. So this little bit of min-maxing here really is the core of the game, and I very much underestimated how much of the game this is. It's a huge part of the game. Let's see, what does this thing do? 17 to travel and to fact. I mean, that's a massive. While playing the tape, we can increase travel and fact. -12 to all other book. Oh, so playing that tape early on was terrible. Like, I kind of don't want this thing here, right? I mean, travel and fact is fine, but like, I don't want to have travel and fact dominating what I'm doing. I want the scary stuff, man. So, also, I don't even know what is dangerous. Why are these things dangerous? Okay, so I need to get rid of, I mean, I guess a fire hazard, but why are both pumpkins not fire hazards? I don't know. Who knows? Let's get, I guess, see, spooky is my thing to sell. Okay, so those are my spooky items. Let's go here and go, scary recommendations. Scary stories to tell during... Okay, so spooky is up, but that's just... Is that +4 to crime? Okay, +14% to crime. Oh, okay. I do want the dead fish. That's the thing I definitely want. Okay, well, what do I replace with this? Right? I guess that. Oh, that was also spooky. That was +1 to crime. Okay, and then what was the other one here? The other one was +2 to crime, +2 to kids, negative classics. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's forget that, because this is same thing. And then this one is +4 to classics, +4 to fantasy, +10 to spooky effects. Okay, I don't want that. And it was like massive negative on the electrical. Yeah, I got definitely. I would say that's actually my only complaint. Then is just that it was not in any way obvious that I could pull up information, and I should have maybe just hit buttons. In fact, I did do that. I just did not hit the menu button, as I wouldn't have thought to hit that one, because that's surprising to me. Fantastic though. So there we go. Our crime sales are up. Everything else is like kind of down. That's actually what I want. Okay, let's save this. And then later we might have to go and change it. Oh, well, that's so much better. Again, this is kind of, it took me quite a while to understand that that mechanic is, I mean, I see that it is the only mechanic, but it is that critical. And so the game is a lot, while the game is portrayed as being cute and kind of like you're selling books and making community, really, it's a minutiae decoration thing, and I didn't really cotton on to that earlier. Okay, so I'm gonna put out like a massive pile of crime books, because that's all we want to sell, really, right? I don't really care about everything else. In fact, I don't care about any of the other books at all, so let's make sure that we are going to be able to sell as many crime. I'm going to just go whole hog here. Okay, you know what? And then I'm going to not sell anything else. I mean, what else is scary? Maybe a couple fantasy books? Those might be scary. I mean, fact would be scary at this point, but I think we'll stick with this. Let's go with a lot of crime. You know, I'm going to put a bottom. I'll do this whole row of fantasy, because there is some, like the grimoire stuff, but I don't know how much I have of that, a grimdark, whatever it's called. Let's do this. You know, it really bugs me, not so much about the game, about my own ineptitude when I misread a game this badly. I find that very frustrating, that I've like overlooked a core thing. In this case, I'd just say that really should be indicated, I think, even on an ongoing basis. Like, yeah, you can tell people something once, but if you really want people to, like, do well at it, keep mentioning it. Mistress Pioneer, I told Amaya that there's a vampire out there in the forest, blah, blah, blah. Hello, the grislier the better. I'm a big fan. A bit of a young adults fan. I can handle a bit of horror. Crud. Well, you're going into mature reading town here, kid. Okay. So I'm gonna look for something. The grislier the better. See, this is a bit of a young adult fan, so you're not getting that. But grisly. So let's go for. This is the, grisly's a hard term to define. A study in Sherlock Holmes. Huh. Interesting. So I guess, do I look for the word grisly? Do they ever use that word? Let's see here. Shadow of the Wind. The Shining. I like The Shining. One of the great things in parenting is when you get to show movies to your kids when they're old enough, and then you get to see them enjoy a film. The Shining was a good one. It's always funny when kids sometimes gruesome murder. When a boy and his father witness the aftermath of a gruesome murder. Well, they're not witnessing it's the aftermath, and it is mature reading, so we might skip that one. In fact, why don't I just keep going? There we go. Anyway, yeah, seeing kids sometimes underestimate an older film, and I think by the end, my daughter was getting kind of bored, but also enjoyed it. I think The Thing was a bigger hit. I don't just show my kids horror movies. I actually don't even like horror movies that much. I watched way too many of them, but I don't care for them. Okay, ghosts. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Okay, maybe we'll find something here, because it does seem to be more... well, okay, The Witcher is somewhat grisly, although more really just politics than anything. I didn't think I would enjoy those books. I read almost all but the new one, I think, like ages ago, and I enjoyed them quite a bit. Very political. Okay. I have an Enlightened book, I think. Yeah, I have this book, Insular Justice, book 1. It bounced off of it. It really bugs me because I'd like to give it another go. Again, I'm not seeing grisly here. Okay, Warcross, Star, Handmaid's Tale, Spy, Skyward. This is taking too long. Okay, and then this is... I haven't seen this shelf yet, I don't think. And partly, I think what I'm doing is I'm trying to get a grasp of what is on the shelves, and that's the other issue, is that you have no idea. Okay, It. I mean... You know what, let's go with It. Because, there we go. I read that when I was a kid. I mean, that's young adult fiction. Whoa, sounds gnarly. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, that's good. That's good. So we got one down. We got 3 more to go. So hopefully we can make these other recommendations and get this done. Let's do this. Yeah, I think with the fiddling around with the decorations in the cart, I know that's supposed to appeal to, there's it's kind of like a decorating cozy aesthetic, and it kind of like Venn diagrams with min-maxing, and I find both of those things I'm not huge into, so it's like, inadvertently it's kind of crossing two things that I don't have the patience for, and so I find that, yeah. So it's a me problem, really. Where are these gulls coming from? What do you think? Can you feel the stories must have taken place here? As a kid, I used to come here with my pioneer group and we would play knights and royals. Good memories. Yeah, buy book. He usually asks for a recommendation. Yeah, there you go. Something with a historical setting is a must. I like niche books and don't mind a dry book. Do you have anything like that? Yeah, we had Alias Grace there, and it was... Oh, they have Battle Royale here. Oh, that is a good one. I read this and I really hated it. Although I admired his writing ability. And I thought, it's not here, is it? I thought, oh, maybe they don't have it. I thought they did. Yeah, I thought Mary Harron did a good job of the movie as much as she could, but I realized I just did not want to see a movie version of that. I mean, but I thought it would be a great satire. I mean, it is satire, so I thought it would be good, but it's so dark. It's just so dark. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to move on. Maybe I don't have it at this point. So let's find a historical thing, a bit dry. So that should be interesting. A history, a chilling political, a niche books. This is definitely not a niche book. It's probably not dry either. See, this is a problem, is that I was hoping that I would be able to cover all the bases with this. Okay, Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, historical setting, niche books, don't mind a dry book. I mean, I would say Sherlock Holmes is a little dry. I might try that. Agatha Christie, I also find slightly dry. Historical setting? Could be good. Okay, I don't know. So what do we got? Death on the Nile or The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes? Niche books, don't mind a dry book. I mean, these are not niche. Let's just go for it. I'm going to go with The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Okay, they like it. Did that count as it didn't count as a grisly book, though. Or whatever the term I'm going with is. See, unfortunately, though I give them a crime book, it doesn't meet the criteria. Where are the fact books? I threw them in the ocean. You should go find them out there. Okay, our sales aren't great. So really, we only got the one recommendation request from these goofballs. Oh my gosh, are you serious? That's it? Ugh. Man, that's brutal. See, I feel like I did everything I could to kind of, like, bump that one up. So we made $40. Probably lost money today. $43. Keep on. You need some more, 7 or 20 more books. $46. Good. I'm glad you're finding that we found the right reader here. Oh, they didn't like that fantasy one. I'll take these though. They cleaned us out. Imagine $46 in profit and we sold that many books. Like, ouch, your margins, man. Ouch. This is, I'm not eating today is what's happening. Well, that was pathetic. What do we got here? I think, did I lose money? Probably. Okay, secondhand books, I'm going to take these, yeah, because we are we need drama. Okay, we got 5 drama. Secondhand dramas. You know what, I don't care about money. So, although I do, and I think this is the other thing, is that early on we should have been buying buffs specifically for different things. That seems to be, so it does seem to be the whole thing about playing is it's very min-maxy about, like, buying buffs for specific tasks and having going in hard on each of those categories and then making more money per location early on. I've just played this in a very relaxed and noodly way, and I can see you can kind of do that, but the game does not lend itself well to that. It kind of wants you to play a certain way, I get the feeling. Mega savings day. All right. So what is at the Mega Marché today? Oh, yeah. I forgot. And that's the other thing. If you hit the menu button on this screen, it also pulls up information about these, right? Wouldn't have guessed that. Probably told me somewhere that that would happen. 2 out of 5. Scary, right? Yeah, it's just scary. It's not even grisly or gory. So I guess my crime book wasn't scary. That's the issue. So scary could come in any form. I get that, but eye beholder, etc., etc. Okay, complete the previous challenges to unlock. So I don't know. Hopefully, we managed to. So crime, drama, fact. Okay, so we gotta work on our inventory here. I should have also. I can still stylize. Okay, crime, drama, fact. Oh, let me just run rampant there. And then fact. And we're not trying to get... in fact, I should probably not have as many drama because I don't have that much drama. So let's maybe go with more fact. Classics. We got like so many classics. Okay. Okay, and then let's go with decorating. So crime, drama. Yeah, drama's fine. I don't really care about drama. Let's go with our presets and let's go with our Mega Marché. Let's load that up. No, yeah, oh gosh. That's another one. This is as you get stuff, you have to like redo. At least the books transferred over. Oh, thank goodness. I would have cried. Just wept quietly in the corner. I can't, no, right, I can't put that anywhere else. All right, crime, drama, fact. Okay, see, and again, I do like, I don't need recommendations. In fact, I'd almost like to not do recommendations, but... and which, no, it's not this one, it's the... Which one is the safety guy at? It's the hospital. So we don't have to worry about our safety or anything like that here. Yeah, you know what, I think I'm gonna call it a day on this one. Let's see, Mega Marché, save. Okay. I just don't, right? I want to see what is it that we're up against. So we could be pushing sales all towards one direction. If I had the patience to do that. It is funny, all these little details. What's funny though is that like none of the details changed. That would be another nice thing, is that the details actually changed a little bit because it gets tiring. And then the recommendations, part of me is just tempted to stop giving them. I get to pick a book. Knights, Romans, Vikings. I want to see some history. Also, I don't think I'll ever outgrow children's books. I can't get enough of them. Oh my god, really? Alright, so... Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. Knights. Romans. Okay, well I got Knights. I don't have Romans or Vikings here. History. I mean, this isn't children's literature, but... yeah, I don't have anything... Yeah, let's go with Sir Gawain. Oh, they love it. Good. All right. I guess we'll at least put some money in our coffers. I will say it. I do think books, games like this that make me do things I don't want to do are good in that it's like eating your vegetables. It kind of makes you more patient and makes you more, like I'd say over the 10 years I've been doing this channel, I'm definitely more like, I'm more patient for fiddly stuff. I also know that I will tend to just avoid it. So, I see the vegetables in Steam and then I just don't order a plate of the vegetables. My manager heard that you sold out recently, your books, and she wanted me to give you this. We got a mega subtle sign showing your ambassadorship. 10, when opening shop, we get $10 while equipped, 3% to customer accounts, -7 to book sales chance, -30 to spooky, and -30 to classy. Yeah, so it looks like she talked to corporate and they've signed off on making you a mega branded ambassador, whatever that means. Yeah, no. But Cassie says benefits are to die for or something. I don't know. Given our sales, if I had to take a huge hit to our sales, making $10 out of, we've made 100. So if I made an extra 10, that's not going to offset loss of sales. So we definitely will not be Jojo-marting our way through this. I guess earlier on, but I don't know. I have a hard time seeing that would pay. The loss of sales is a little high. It's a dark bargain. Okay, I was hoping somebody would come by and give me like the next task. This is the other thing, is like, it's so... It's not, I'm not going to say it's just random, but it's like, what triggers the release of the next thing? Okay, vintage science books, drama collection. Oh, $45 again. Box of well-loved mysteries. I guess I can just wait a day. I'm not dying, so we'll wait a day and then I'll buy these because we do need more books. Okay, so what's up here? Okay, yeah, nothing is up. So we made $16. Meteor shower tonight. I don't know what that's like. Do we just not close the shop and stay open really late? I'm not sure how that works. Okay. So, yeah, what do we want to do? So, yeah, we didn't get a thing there. We can go to Bookston University, I guess, and claim this and get our next thing, although they're on holidays, aren't they? Recommend 3 plays at the Lighthouse. We were not having luck with that. Castle Ruins. And the hospital, 5 romance titles. And then equip 3 safety items at the hospital. You know what? Let's go to the hospital. 5 romance titles and 3 safety items. Okay. Let's load the hospital. Oh boy, okay. So let's put a shelf in here. And then, let's see. Safety equipment. Okay, oh, we only have 1 safety equipment. Okay, where do we... Oh, we have to buy it from him, don't we? Okay, and then we don't have romance as a thing. So, okay, I'll put that over there. I guess you get rid of the dangerous items? If we at least do that, maybe that's good. Yeah, so, and this other thing, just unequipping this here would be nice. How do I, oh, for goodness sakes. Oops. Okay, I don't know where that went. Sure. What did that give me? 5% plus 5% to customer account. That one, yeah, you're like, I think we have to have that. 0% chance of anything. What does it do? Like, that does nothing for me. Okay, that one just gave me more danger. Okay, let's go now over to danger again. And now dangerous. Okay. And then, like, recommending a fantasy book. When successfully recommending a fantasy book, +1 recommendation per day while equipped. Okay, well, I'm going to get rid of the danger thing. That's what I'm going to do. And then I guess we're going to put in, like, what is romance? So there's lots of classics that are kind of romantic. That's the other thing, like not having a title or a category class of classic is weird. Or romance. Sorry, romance. Drama and classics. Yeah, we don't want the danger. Like, and there should be a category that says romantic. Like, why would we not have that? Yeah, 30% to classy and spooky effects. -7. So, I mean, if I sell 100 books, it'd be $7. So you're basically losing the amount of the recommendation. Crime. +1 to daily expenses. I don't understand that. I don't understand why something adds to my daily expenses as well. That kind of just weird. Why don't we go with drama? These things are all dangerous. Okay, so -3 to recommendations. Classics. Okay, so let's put the lamp down. Yeah, so yeah, that's handy. 2% to book sales, 50% to musical effects. And then you're like, okay, what does this thing do? The guest book, 2% to customer count. Or if you sold more than 10 books yesterday, 4% to customer count. Oh, that is actually huge. I've never removed it, but I didn't really think it. Okay, can we stop and look at the stereo? Close the boombox. No. Okay, I'm just gonna go find it in here. Way up here. Oh. There we go. 17% to travel and to facts. -12 to all other books. Sales chance while equipped. Yes, I mean, this thing is kind of a killjoy. I'm going to get rid of that. And then what does the tape do? Oh, +17 to plus to fact. And -12 to all other books. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. That seems terrible. Okay, the board game gives us +3 to kids. Like, sales chance. I don't understand why it says important. Okay, and then let's go to... Yeah, and then where am I actually? I've got a spot outside, I guess. Right? Is there one on... I think there's a couple now. Warm? I don't want to start a fire. Fantasy and... okay, I don't really care about that. I think part of it is, and I come to realize it's activatable. 50% to plant effects, -3 to recommendations a day. Oh, no wonder it was killing me early on having these things equipped. The longer I've done Let's Plays, also the more I'm comfortable taking my time with these things. But I definitely wasn't before. I felt like, it's kind of boring to go through this process. So it's hard to make this process engaging. And as somebody who talks into a mic and then I know it goes in other people's ears, you're conscious of this, and it's kind of, I found earlier on, it was like I was more anxious about it because it just seems, kind of. Okay, we'll do the plant. Okay, and then on the table, I don't know. I mean, so yeah, and the musical, so does that give me another half, like 50% to the negative effects? Because if it has a negative effect and you add a percentage, it would increase its negativity. So I have no idea. It all seems bad. Okay, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing else I want to put on the table, and I don't have that many plants. And this thing does nothing. We get a bump at some point. Does that knock out my book sign? I think it does if I hang that there. Does it? Oh, no, the poster stays behind. I think. It's hard to tell. And then 2% to plant effects. Hanging money plant. Yeah, it's not doing anything for me. No, it did knock out my book sign. Okay, that's not good. We need the book sign. Oh, it does hang on the top. It's not going on the wall. Okay. And then the fishing net. 3% to travel, 30% to maritime. Okay, I think we're just going to call it, and so let's save this as the hospital. Yeah. I forgot where I'm going. That is where I'm going, right? Oop. Now that I've found that button, I'm going to keep hitting it. Yeah, we want to go to the hospital. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so I'll have a little bit of fact, but like we don't really need a ton. I think, yeah, more fantasy would be good. More classics. I probably don't need even that much. And that'll do like a half shelf of kids and travel. Okay, I mean, I don't know. We'll see if this does anything. And then we have to buy safety items from the guy, right? And that's another thing. It would be nice if we could just equip them at the moment. Hey, dude. Okay, so we got a first aid. +1 to drama sales. Negative 30% danger. Okay, I need another $1. +1 to fact. +1 to drama. So I really would like 190. So if I can get that going. And these people want some romance recommendations. Okay. I enjoy the odd romance plot from time to time. I typically pick books from a series. Okay, lesbian vampire story didn't know you needed. I mean, it could be romantic. Am I going to find any in fantasy here? I don't know. Again, looking for the word romance. And maybe falls in love along the way. You know what? That might be it. It's not a series. I mean, yeah, no, we're not. There's no romance in the mech book. Okay. Which one was it? The Bright Sword? No, the Witches. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do this. I love romanticizing my life. I've never tried that before. Hi, how romantic. When will it be my turn? Well, come and get a recommendation. Okay, now, did we get... Were we at 1, or did we... Yeah, I think we had none. Okay, so I think that counted as 1. So I gotta remember before we finish the day here that we gotta go buy some stuff from the guy. Hopefully we sell... I mean, I don't see a crowd. I don't think we're gonna sell another $100 in books. So I would say at this point I've settled into this game. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's interesting. It's challenged me for sure. It's not what I expected, but I think it is probably, if I had looked closer, it probably is what it is. So I can't really knock it. Oh, I'm glad to finally get some fresh air. The rooms here are very cozy, but after a week indoors, this is much better. Thanks for coming to look in on me again. I'm doing all right. Still quite sore and everything, but that's normal, I suppose. At least the doctors are saying that my recovery is going splendidly. How are you, dear? Have you received my letters? I thought writing would do me some good, but I never expected for it to get quite so sentimental. I suppose I've had a lot of time to myself, so it got me thinking about the past. And the future, if I'm honest. I think as soon as I can return home, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. But for now, I'll have to stay focused on my recovery and on which book to pick next. I didn't think she was still in the hospital. I thought she got released. Terrible friend. We're not, right? Yeah, we're not a good friend. Okay, well, I think it's dying down, but we maybe made enough here. Come on, buy some books. I think we've made enough here. We can buy our safety equipment from this dude. Okay, so I'm gonna buy. Now, I'd love to have some money left over to buy some other stuff. I'm gonna buy the first aid kit. Because I think I need to buy some books. I think we're going to do that. Because I need more than $18. I'm going to need... Because I think our stockpile is running kind of low. Like, especially in the drama, look how much we just burned through there. We only had 20-something, and we ripped through 13, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and then that's it for the day. 120, that was a good day. We're at 122 at the moment, so not bad, not bad. And that's a good point for us to take a break. Let's see here how we're looking. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, you know what? The dramatic books went away. I thought there was a drama box. Okay, we'll take the cheap used books. Maybe there's some drama in here. 2. That's not good. There's a bunch of mysteries and murders. One for 25. I think that would be worth taking. 50 crime books. Whoa, that's a good one. And we need to go to the fish market. So there's not even travel or anything here, so that's fine. So we'll go to the fish market and then maybe back out to the hospital. So it does seem like some of those ones we got to recommend. It's like we're basically recommending to the people that are at the location. The lighthouse recommendations for drama or whatever it was, that one was just not going good. But again, it could have just been my settings. I didn't have all the right things. I didn't have the dingle dangle, jingle jangles all equipped. So hopefully as I've continued to refine each of the presets, it'll go a little quicker. So that's what I'm hoping, is that the setup time each time is a little faster, and that it's a one-time deal. Well, although it's not, as you got to tweak it and, you get better and more interesting things. Again, I guess that's supposed to be fun. It's not my idea of fun. But I'm looking forward to seeing where we're headed here in the next little bit. Right, we'll see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.